Hey lads and lasses, Morten Ostad here. Welcome to my channel. No, I am not AWOL. I have returned briefly from the health retreat that I'm staying at. I just spent my first week there out of 4. Then there are 2 more 4 weeks after that later this year. But nothing goes on there in the weekends, and I thought I had a package delivered here on the Monday when I left, of course. Turns out that package was actually a cassette that I bought on eBay, and the message that I got was that it had been delivered back to the sender in France. So that was a bit of a waste, but I had brought some things up with me that I turned out I didn't need, and there were a couple of things that I should probably bring with me. And since I was going here anyway, I could wash here at home instead of paying for washing up there, which is something we didn't know, I think. This is a thread response. Yes. I'm not familiar with this gentleman, but I was watching Mark at Twanger's Turntable, and now I'm familiar. It's Jack at, was it the CD Cave? Sorry if I got that wrong. And the thread was Mayflowers. And it's May, and it's flowers, and I should probably have some flowers, because I got a birthday coming up on Monday, which is also why I took the trip back to Oslo right away, because I thought I'd treat myself to a couple of things I like to do, get a latte at my favorite place and so on later today, I thought. So Mayflowers. Well, he wants us to show 5 records, be them CD or vinyl, doesn't matter, that in some way encapsulates either a picture of a flower or a name, a flower, etc. And I thought, well, I should be able to do that. Now, the criteria was 5 records, but this isn't a competition, and I need to feel that I got inspired. Mark got me inspired. So there's a couple more here. So I was just gonna show vinyl, but sort of in honor of the gentleman who started this, who it's even better. He's Canadian. I just thought I just immediately behind me saw 2 CDs that had flowers in them, so I thought I'd show 2 CDs at first. We have the Sensual World, Kate Bush. I would think that qualifies as a flower. This is a really lovely album, and I should play Kate Bush more. 12 or 13 years ago, I was doing pretty good. I was healthy. I was doing good at work, and I thought I lost a lot of weight, and I thought, well, the next thing to do is fall in love, and I did, with someone who didn't fall in love with me, and she loved Kate Bush. So I have probably the last couple of years I've started listening to Kate Bush again, but I couldn't listen to Kate Bush for like a decade. Sorry, Kate. And I also saw this one because it's got the word daisies in it, and there's also flowers on the cover. There's eels, daisies of the galaxy. So, vinyl. There's no flowers on the cover as such, but the name of the band is Hot House Flowers. So this is an Irish band. You guys over there in the United States of North America may not be too aware of these guys, but they got their break here in Europe when back in the day when Ireland, a Republic of, kept winning the Eurovision Song Contest. In the break, after all the bands and artists have done their bit and they're tallying up the points or waiting for the points, they usually do some show that somehow tells a story about the country that is holding the competition. And one of the things that they did was they presented the Hot House Flowers, and that got some traction for them. This is their second album, by the way. Well, we have to go down under, don't we? Is that bad to say somehow? This is Men at Work and their album Cargo. And it's a very green representation of something, an island and green. And there are flowers intermittently. I can't say whether some of these other things are supposed to be flowers, but there are some flowers. And an iron for some reason. Now, this one is called a band called Crocus. Crocus. And you're saying, well, no, that's incorrect. Crocus is spelled with a C. Well, not in Norway. In Norway, the flower crocus is spelled, or the flowers crocus are spelled with a K. So these Swiss guys, I assume they do the same down in Germany and Switzerland, and this is a German spelling of crocus. Thought I had to show you something Scandinavian, and I can, and I will. So this is a flower pattern from what I assume is a folkedrakt in Sweden, and this is Dungen and Ta det lugnt. Wonderful Dungen from Sweden there. Some of you guys in North America will have seen them in various, festivals and so on, and they've been on the Letterman show, I think, and a couple of other things like that. And you can see the flower patterns there in this folkedrakt. Timely, because on the 17th of May here in Norway is our Constitution Day, or when all the children, go out in march up to the royal castle, or wherever they march where they live, and the school band plays different marching songs, Norwegian marching songs, and everyone who has one will dress up in their bunad, which is Norwegian for folkedrakt, or traditional wear. The women will then often have these flower patterns sewn into either the stack or their blouse, and some of them have vests and so on, and silver ornaments, and the guys have their variants of the same. So 17th of May, that's Norway's national day, when all the kids eat too many ice creams, the adults have too many, for a better word, hot dogs. And some of the adults will definitely have and imbibe too much of something else as well. So there you go, Dungen from Sweden. This was going to be my fifth vinyl, and it is. I would say this looks like a flower. This is Depeche Mode, Exciter. And for some of their singles, they had different color variants of this. Or maybe it's just a plant, and I stepped in the salad, as we say here in Norway. Looks like a flower to me, but in case that wasn't a flower, let's call it an honorable mention. As you can see, I have a very, eclectic and broad taste of music, so I go from Dungen via Depeche Mode to Iron Maiden, yes. Live After Death. But hang on, there's no flowers there. Well, there is, if you look closely at one of these graves. Here you go. Here lies Derek Riggs, the artist who drew all the great-looking Iron Maiden vinyl covers. Not so great after he was dismissed, I guess you could say, but very close to being my absolute favorite live album of all time. Maybe only, like I said in the previous video, it was demoted maybe by Wings over America. So, if you don't already subscribe to Jack there. I'm going to leave a link to that, so you should do that. You should do a response to this, of course, in my opinion. So I have something to watch while I'm up there with an aching back and feeling constantly hungry. At Helgelandsmoen, it's called. It's an old army camp. So on the 8th of May, there was a ceremony there that we didn't attend because we were busy. But there's a statue there showing with plaques on the side showing the Norwegian fallen in April 1940 when the Germans invaded our country. And on the 8th of May is Liberation Day here in Norway, because unlike some other countries who have, for example, Denmark, it's the 5th of May when I think actually the Canadians they managed to cross the Jutland Peninsula, stopping the Russians from entering Denmark. And that's considered the Danish Liberation Day. While in Norway, the German forces, who were largely intact, they hung about for a while, and then they surrendered on the 8th of May. So there you had a little history at the end there. Thanks to Mark for a nice, inspiring video. Head over to him, of course, and give him a sub, and tell him Morten sent you, and tell him that he's great, because he is, like all those Canadians who are such wonderful people that I like so much. Sorry if I forget to mention, northern vinyl revolutions and Brian and Daryl and all you guys over there in the other true north. Hope to see you soon in another video, guys. Take care and bye-bye.